Hailey Bieber is desperate. Desperate for attention, desperate for validation, and desperate to keep herself in the same conversation as Selena Gomez. Every move she makes online sparks accusations, copying Selena's outfits, mirroring her posts, or forcing picture-perfect moments with Justin just to prove a point. Fans see a pattern, and it's not flattering. To them, it looks like a woman clinging to clout, addicted to the spotlight, and terrified of being forgotten. She doesn't just share, she strategizes, and the internet is catching on. Behind every polished photo lies the same rumor. Hailey isn't content with love or success. She wants the world's eyes on her no matter what it takes. Hailey Bieber has built a reputation online, and it isn't flattering. To critics, she's not just Justin Bieber's wife, she's a desperate copycat, clinging to Selena Gomez's shadow. Every time Selena posts, fans swear Hailey follows with something eerily similar. The outfits, the aesthetics, even the captions. It's not seen as inspiration, it's seen as obsession. The internet doesn't hold back either. One Reddit user flat out said, "The day Hailey has an original idea, we should be worried." Another tore into her with, "This picture is so tacky and try-hard," giving everything they're trying to prove they're not. Honestly, how did Justin Bieber end up this tragic? These comments don't come out of nowhere. They're fueled by years of side-by-side comparisons, viral threads, and fans convinced Hailey thrives on copying because it's the only way she stays relevant. The harsher narrative that she isn't shaping her own identity at all, she's borrowing Selena's playbook and repackaging it as her own. And in the eyes of many, that makes Hailey not just insecure, but desperate. If Hailey is accused of copying Selena for clout, she's also painted as desperate for Justin's validation. Every time the spotlight shifts away, she floods her feed with polished couple photos, anniversary throwbacks, or carefully curated proof of their love. To critics, these aren't sweet gestures. They're desperate attempts to remind the world she's the one who has him now. Online, the commentary is ruthless. One Reddit user mocked her timing, joking, "What Justin was probably trying to type seconds before Hailey deleting it, LMFAO." Another dragged her with, "She tries so hard to be in on whatever Justin is doing, but in reality, it just makes her look even more like a loser." The narrative writes itself. When Justin seems distant, or when old Selena clips resurface, Hailey doubles down on posting him. Fans call it insecurity disguised as romance, a desperate move to prove control over a story that always slips back to Selena. Instead of looking confident, her critics say she looks like she's clinging, not to Justin, but to the image of being Mrs. Bieber. Hailey Bieber doesn't just post for herself. At least, that's what her critics believe. They say every move is engineered for attention, no matter how messy it looks. From liking shady posts about Selena Gomez to dropping cryptic captions that spark endless fan wars, the pattern is always the same. Stir drama, get noticed, stay trending. The harshest commentary frames her as addicted to the cycle. Every time her name fades, there's suddenly a new coincidence. A photo drop, a like on a controversial TikTok, or a post that conveniently reignites the old rivalry. To fans who don't trust her, it looks desperate, like she'd rather be hated than ignored. And the strategy works. Headlines pick it up, blogs run with it, and once again, Hailey is everywhere. Supporters claim she's unfairly targeted, but critics argue she's feeding the machine on purpose. In the world of celebrity influence, silence makes you invisible, and Hailey's actions, whether calculated or careless, scream one thing to her biggest critics: she is desperate to never be forgotten. Hailey Bieber's critics say her social media isn't random. It's calculated, and more importantly, it's desperate. Every unfollow, every cryptic story, every like on a shady post gets magnified because people believe she knows exactly what she's doing. The accusation that Hailey plays social media like a game of chess, dropping subtle moves that set off fan wars and keep her name alive. Whenever Selena trends, there always seems to be a perfectly timed post from Hailey, a bikini picture, a happy wife selfie with Justin, or a moody caption that just happens to echo Selena's tone. To her detractors, this isn't coincidence. It's her way of hijacking the conversation and making sure she's part of the narrative, even if it's for the wrong reasons. Fans point to moments where Hailey liked or unliked shady content about Selena, sparking days of speculation. Some say she does it on purpose, knowing the chaos it will cause. Others insist she's just careless. Either way, the result is the same: headlines, screenshots, and endless commentary that frame her as attention-obsessed. Instead of rising above the drama, Hailey seems to be feeding it. And the more she feeds it, the more desperate she looks to critics. A woman who can't stand silence, who would rather be at the center of controversy than risk being ignored. If there's one rumor that refuses to die, it's that Hailey Bieber is consumed by jealousy. No matter what she achieves, the marriage, the fame, the luxury lifestyle, critics claim it's never enough because she still lives in Selena Gomez's shadow. Every time Selena shines, Hailey gets dragged back into the conversation and the comparisons cut deep. Her critics say this is why she constantly pushes her image as the chosen one, the woman Justin married. But instead of looking secure, it makes her appear desperate, as if she's still competing with a ghost from Justin's past. Fans argue that when Selena shows happiness with Benny Blanco, Hailey doubles down with curated couple posts like she's playing a game of one-upmanship. The harshest take, that Hailey isn't satisfied simply being Mrs. Bieber. She allegedly wants to eclipse Selena's legacy, to prove once and for all that she won. But in trying so hard, she ends up looking even more insecure. Online, the commentary is brutal. Threads rip into her, accusing her of staging her entire persona around Selena's existence. Instead of building her own lane, they say she's chasing clout by clinging to comparisons. To many, this jealousy narrative isn't just speculation. It's the foundation of Hailey's public image. And whether she likes it or not, the harder she tries to escape it, the more desperate she looks. When Hailey Bieber launched her beauty brand Rhode, it was marketed as sleek, minimal, and effortless. But to her critics, nothing about it feels effortless. They argue the brand thrives on drama, and Hailey is desperate enough to use controversy as free promotion. Every time a feud with Selena Gomez flares up, Rhode's name trends right alongside it. The accusations fly that Hailey leverages the constant comparisons to keep her products in the spotlight. Fans claim the drama isn't just unfortunate timing, it's part of the strategy. Negative attention, after all, still drives clicks, and in the world of beauty, visibility is currency. Critics also point out how Rhode campaigns often drop right when Hailey is already dominating headlines for the wrong reasons. To them, it feels like she's capitalizing on chaos, spinning bad press into brand awareness. Supporters push back, saying Hailey can't control when tabloids stir gossip. But the perception sticks, that she benefits from the noise and maybe even feeds it. Instead of letting Rhode stand on its own merit, detractors say Hailey ties it too closely to her personal narrative, one filled with jealousy, comparisons, and desperate attention grabs. And in doing so, she risks making her brand less about skincare and more about clout. For her harshest critics, Rhode isn't just a beauty line. It's proof that Hailey knows drama sells, and she's desperate enough to keep selling it. Some fans still defend Hailey Bieber, claiming she's just a victim of relentless hate. But her critics see it differently. They say she isn't trapped in the drama. She feeds it. Every copied look, every desperate post about Justin, every cryptic move on social media fuels the cycle. And instead of shutting it down, she seems to lean in because the chaos keeps her relevant. The harshest take, Hailey doesn't actually want the feud with Selena to end. Without it, she risks fading into the background, just another celebrity wife with a beauty brand. But with it, she stays a headline, always part of the conversation. To her biggest critics, this isn't bad luck, it's strategy. Hailey knows attention is power, and she's desperate enough to do whatever it takes to keep it. Copying Selena, clinging to Justin, stirring drama on social media, every move Hailey Bieber makes has been branded desperate. Whether it's posting for attention, pushing her brand through chaos, or fueling the never-ending comparisons, her critics see a pattern that won't die. Maybe she's a victim of online hate, maybe she's calculated, but one truth cuts through it all. Hailey is always in the headlines, and that doesn't happen by accident. The question is simple. Is she desperate for clout, or is clout the only thing keeping her relevant?